Are you a prospective Chevening applicant and you are at that stage where you've done your ACEs but you're just kind of confused on how to select your Chevening university and which kind of courses you can do, which university you want to go to, and you have absolutely no idea what to do? Then don't go away. This video is especially designed for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave me a comment in the comment section. So I've got a couple of questions from prospective applicants who are a bit confused on how to select their Chevening university, and they don't know which university is the best, and they don't know how to choose from all the universities in the UK what kind of university will be good for them. Today's video is about a couple of steps that you can use to determine which university is best for you in the UK. The very first way to check out if the university you are applying for is the best one is to make sure that you meet all the requirements for selecting a university as prescribed by Chevening scholarship. So you have to select a university that is a partner of Chevening. You have to make sure that your course is one of the courses that will be sponsored by Chevening. You have to make sure that the course is a master's degree program that will be under 2 years of duration of studies, and there are a couple of things. So I'm going to leave a link in this video or somewhere in the description section where you can check to know if you are selecting the right course or you are meeting the requirements that are specified by Chevening. I have videos on that which you can check. That's the first thing that you have to do before looking at any other thing. The best thing to do after making sure that you meet the requirement is to go straight into the Chevening website, which is www.chevening.org/find a course. There you see a list of universities and course choices that are available and recognized by Chevening, and that's a very good way for you to check, like, okay, if you already have this list, you go through and see if you find anything that relates to your field of studies. If you do, then that's great. You don't have to search anymore. The very third way to know how to you can choose or select a university for Chevening scholarship is to Google. Google is what I use. I didn't know that I could check on the website to see a list of partner universities or course choices, so I just simply Googled key terms. For instance, if you want to do, let's say, public health, it's an example. You could just go on Google and say best public health universities in the UK, best master's degree in the UK for public health. Just use a key term, best, you put the course that you want to study, you put university, you put the location, which is the UK, and you have a ton of different universities across the UK that offer them. Alternatively, you could just look at the university rankings in the UK. So 2022 university rankings in the UK, 2022 best universities in the UK, all those key terms, it will tell you which universities are good, and that way you will see which university is good for which particular course, and that makes it very easy for you to select one, especially if a university is very good in your field of studies. Then you definitely want to go to that particular university. The next way for you to know how to select a university for Chevening scholarship is to check if you meet the university requirements. There are times when you know a school, for instance, Ivy League schools like Oxford, Cambridge, LSE, you like the school, you know the school, they are popular, but the point is, are they going to accept you? Do you meet the requirements that they need, the conditions that they are looking for? So if you meet them, fine, then you can go ahead and apply. But if you don't, I would recommend that you look for a university whose requirements you know that you can meet. That way you can guarantee yourself an admission in that institution. There are times also where you find a university and you're interested in them, but there are some conditions you will not be able to fulfill, and that might discourage you. One of these can be like application fees or maybe registration fees. Registration fees, not necessarily the school fees. There are schools I know of or I've heard of where you pay, like, say, £800, £1,000, £1,200, £2,000, and so on. If you know that you're not going to have the funds to be able to pay that, especially when you're not sure yet if you will get the Chevening scholarship, then that's definitely a no-no. You should not be looking at that academic institution. You should be looking for one that has conditions that you can fulfill. When I was applying in 2016, one of the ways that I used to select university was all about lifestyle. I did take two universities in London, that's LSE for my first choice and SOAS for my second choice, but I took Sussex for my third choice. Because also you need to understand the lifestyle of the city or the town where your university is located. You don't want to study in a university location that is super expensive in a way that you will not be able to meet up the lifestyle. But overall, it's just for you to have that background information so that it helps you. For instance, if you're studying in central London, London generally is expensive, but if you're studying there, you have to think of accommodation is super expensive, transportation is expensive, and you have to leave from your house to school every day. If you have to stay within the city center, food and everything is so expensive. So when you're selecting a university, take into consideration all of these lifestyle choices so that in the future when you get there, you're not going to be in shock at how expensive or how these things can really impact your lifestyle and the way you go about your studies. Another thing is to check that the program is not, for instance, an MBA, because if you are studying an MBA, then it means that you're going to be going for a program that is above, more expensive than what Chevening is willing to pay. Chevening has a school fees cap, like an amount, that a maximum amount that they are willing to pay for your fees. So if you take an MBA, which is usually more expensive, then you have to know that you will be able to top up. So know in advance if you're going for that kind of a program or university, you know in advance, so that you start looking for other sources of income for you to be able to top up your fees if you eventually get the Chevening scholarship. What was really important for me when I was applying as well is that I checked the course content. It wasn't just about the title or a master's in public health or a master's in medicines, a master's in tropical medicine. No, that's not how I approached mine. I went to the websites of the schools that I was interested in, looked at the courses that they were that I was interested in, and looked at the content of the courses. So I went through each module and tried to see, like, is it important to me? Is it something that I want to study? Am I interested in? But most importantly, I looked at the part of the website that tells me what kind of job people who will graduate from my school or my department go on to have. What kind of companies are interested in graduates from my school? Those were some of the things that I checked out. For my course, it was people who graduate from the Department of Media, Communication and Development from LSE go on to work with the United Nations, NATO, international organizations across the world, as well as newsrooms and media organs. That's exactly what I was interested in. I wanted to work with renowned international organizations across the world, so I immediately went for that. So you need to also check the course content as opposed to just the title of the course. Finally, I would say that ask other international students. You know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who has been through international studies before. Ask them, what schools did they go to? What were their impressions? I genuinely trust the people who have gone through the experience more than what is written on some fancy website or something. I always ask. So ask people within your circle, your network, and your network's network. That way you get first-hand information before you make the choice of what kind of university you should be selecting for your Chevening scholarship. I hope that these tips did help you to fine-tune what kind of university you want to study as a prospective Chevening scholar. If I didn't address anything that you're still interested in this video, please leave me a comment in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, share, and until we meet again, don't forget to create some impact.